New at 6, phones and more smuggled into the Fulton County Jail. Tonight, the Fulton County Sheriff's Office confirms it has an ongoing corruption investigation and 4 security officers who work for a contract company arrested.
Welcome back to Looking for Better Days. Before we get started, I want to ask you guys to please like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, click all so you can be notified anytime that I upload. And let's get into this. See what they talking about here.
Investigative reporter Mark Winnie is live at the jail where he's been poring over the warrants against these 4. Mark, you found some allegations that seem shocking.
Yeah, a Fulton County Sheriff's Office official says this investigation started in May and more arrests are expected. But for now, 4 young women are residents of the jail where they worked until yesterday.
They work for Strategic Security. I can confirm that they have all been terminated.
The Fulton County Sheriff's Office says it turns out 4 security officers working for a contractor at the county jail were security problems.
Okay, so this is not unheard of. It's just extremely foolish. I don't know why in the world, if you're contracted to work at a prison, you would take it upon yourself to want to bring contraband into the prison. It's, from what I understand, it's almost like they're temporary employees if they're contracted. So they're not even like finished with their probation period or whatever you want to call it. And somehow they find themselves in trouble that's going to last a lifetime, in my opinion, because this is going to follow their record wherever they go. And I'm pretty sure they're probably going to charge them with felonies, but we'll see what they're talking about.
Records suggest Briasha Tate admitted using a book to hide phones.
Allegedly confessed to smuggling in cell phones in a cutout inside a book.
Yes.
Now one might say that Fulton County Sheriff's Office is throwing the book at her. After a corruption investigation,
That's crazy.
We counted 10 criminal
You're
warrants
disrespectful
naming
for
her. Records indicate after she reported to work Tuesday, she was transported to the Jail Investigations Unit's office, and that Ms. Tate stated she had sexual intercourse with an inmate inside of the bathroom in the tower on floor 7 South on 3 separate occasions.
Wow,
That Ms. Tate stated she brought a total of 6 cell phones inside of the jail and gave them to the inmate. That Ms. Tate stated she cut portions of the pages of the inside of a book and concealed the phones inside of the hole in the book.
This lady was there for like 3 days, and she's doing like villain level operations in the precinct. Like, what is she doing? She was only there for a short period of time. There's no way this lady was coming back and forth for a very long period of time. To think that, to believe that somebody would risk it all just to be able to be, I guess, intimate with an inmate. I don't listen. There's nothing. I'm not talking down about the inmates or whatever the case might be. They're gonna do what they do. I'm just saying at the end of the day, for a person who's free to go into a situation knowing that a person is not free, to put their life at risk to do these things, I'm starting to think it's a mental disorder. There's no way. There's no way.
That Ms. Tate stated she brought strips, paper laced with chemicals used for smoking, inside of the jail on 2 separate occasions. That Ms. Tate stated she received payments from the inmate via Cash App for the contraband items she brought in and gave to him, and that her Cash App payment summary from the inmate showed a total of $1,682.
We
Not
can't
even
screen
worth
for
it, bro.
integrity.
Natalie Evans of
$1,600.
the Sheriff's Office says terminated security officer Regina Harris faces 3 warrants related to a contraband cell phone provided to an inmate. Ms. Hammond says terminated security officer Lacuna Ballard is accused of sending explicit photos and videos to an inmate, plus a couple of conspiracy charges involving conversations about how to bring cigarettes and cell phones into the jail. And Ms. Hammond says terminated security officer Anisia Silas faces a conspiracy charge involving a phone charger and a charge involving giving an inmate unauthorized food, namely a chicken pot pie.
Not a chicken pot pie. Imagine this lady, the last lady, you're getting booked with the same people, probably around the same amount of time they're probably going to give her for a pot pie and talking to the dude. This is incredible, bro. I don't know. You have to have nothing going on in your life to want to risk this much just for, I guess, attention. I don't know, because the money wasn't worth it. 1,600 is not worth it.
A wife, a mother, and now an accused predator. 44-year-old Sarah Jean Sellers is facing 80 child sex charges, including statutory rape. Authorities in Brunswick County, North Carolina, arrested Sellers on Valentine's Day following a lengthy investigation into years of alleged abuse. Sellers is accused of sexually abusing multiple victims. Prosecutors revealed in court that 2 of the victims were allegedly just 12 years old when the reported abuse began.
All right, so I want to ask, because I have to ask now that I'm thinking about this. They said that this spanned over 2 years. 2 victims were 12 years old. I just heard that part. So what were you waiting for to arrest her? Because I don't know, like, child endangerment, child abuse, and in this case, sexual child abuse is not something like it's a drug operation or a drug sting. This is not El Chapo we're hunting. Like you don't sit there and let him make the drug deals and then be like, oh well, we'll get the drugs on the back end. That's not how this works. Like usually when people do stuff like this, they usually get them on the front end. So what is it that made her so special that we were gonna get her later? Like I want to know where the investigative officers' instincts lie in this case. Like I'm trying to understand. Like what was the thing? We were gonna get her for the biggest child child endangerment operation of the world. Like what was the whole idea behind this? Because 80 sex crimes, 80, bro. I know people who have 2 drug crimes and they're in jail for life. What are you talking about? 80 sex crimes? That's crazy. I'm sorry, insane. I don't care what nobody says. This She had to be working with some type of police organization that was keeping the police off of her or something. This sounds like a conspiracy. How did this happen? Please explain. I would love to know.
And more potential victims could be on the way. I'll break down this story for you. For
Please
Long
do.
Crime News, I'm Kennedy Walker. Sellers was taken into custody on Valentine's Day, a day meant for love, now marking the start of her fight against shocking accusations. Instead of celebrating with her husband of 22 years, she was booked into the Brunswick County Detention Center, where she remains behind bars. But first, let's take a deeper look at who Sarah Jean Sellers is and how investigators uncovered the shocking allegations. If you take a look at her Instagram, she looks fairly normal. Her social media is filled with more than 200 pictures of her family, complimenting them, showing off their accomplishments, and sharing moments that seem...
So, this is another lady who was married for a long time. She said 22 years. She looks like she's got kids. What is wrong with these people? Like, why do they need to... If they have a fulfilling life, or what people would be considering a fulfilling life, these are not people with disabilities. These are not people with disfigurements. These are not... And that doesn't make anything negative to be right if they did do it. But I'm just saying they don't have anything... Like, they're not the dude coming back from Iraq with a leg missing, God forbid. Things like that. They don't have any mental... At least they don't have any documented mental trauma going on to the point where people are like, okay, they need some help. So what? Come on, man.
To paint a picture of a loving wife and mother. But behind the celebratory and proud posts is a woman charged with 80 counts of child offense charges. Here are the details according to the Brunswick County Sheriff's
80
Office.
is insane,
And I must
bro.
warn
I don't
you,
care what
the
nobody says.
allegations are disturbing. According to
I would think so.
WWAY News, the state revealed that all of her alleged victims are boys, 2 of whom were 12 years old at the time of the alleged sex crimes, which spanned from 2018 and 2019. 2 others, whose ages were not specified, are currently interviewing with detectives. Sellers faces 20 counts of statutory rape of a child under the age of 15, 20 counts of indecent liberties with a child, 10 counts of statutory sex offense with a child by an adult, 20 counts of statutory sex offense with a child under 15, and 10 counts of statutory rape of a child by an adult. And joining me to talk more about this story is legal expert Safa Robinson. Safa, thank you so much for coming on today.
I might have to stop you there, Miss Lady. Regardless of the fact, I think that for these people to allow something of this, and when I say these people, I'm talking about the general public that knew about the crimes that the lady was committing, to allow these to allow this lady to run free is very dangerous. I would say it's akin to having like a serial killer run free. Like he already killed people. You don't think he's gonna kill some more people? I don't know if that's the best analogy, but that's how it works out in my head. You guys leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments and all that good stuff. Like, I don't know what to make of this. I'm not a investigative journalist. I just give my opinions on here after I hear the information. I just think that this is crazy, man. Anyways, I gotta head to work soon. So please don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you'll be notified the next time that I upload. Click all so you'll be notified about any uploads. Also, join the Discord, link in the bio. The links to these videos will also be in the bio. And stay safe out there. I'll see y'all next time. Thanks for watching.